Measurement of matter. In the previous standard, we have learned that an important principle of Dalton's atomic theory is that all matter is made of atoms. Atoms are indivisible and indestructible. All atoms of a given element are identical in mass and properties. Compounds are formed by a combination of two or more different kinds of atoms, and a chemical reaction is a rearrangement of atoms. We have also learned that compounds are formed by combination of two or more different kind of atoms. For example, carbon dioxide, methane, water, etc. Laws of chemical combination. The composition of a substance changes during a chemical change. The fundamental experiments in this regard were performed by scientists in the 18th and 19th century. While doing this, they measured accurately the substances used and formed. The scientists Dalton, Thomson, and Rutherford studied the structure of substances and the atom and thus discovered the laws of chemical combination. Scientists could then write the molecular formulae of various compounds on the basis of Dalton's atomic theory and the laws of chemical combination. Let us perform some activities. Activity 1. Take 56 grams of calcium oxide in a large conical flask and put 18 grams of water in it. Observe what happens. Here, calcium oxide reacts vigorously with water, producing hissing sound, and the conical flask becomes hot. Measure the mass of the substance formed. The mass of the substance formed will be 74 grams. What similarity do we find from this activity? Here we shall find that the total mass of the substances before the reaction will be equal to the mass of the substance formed after the chemical reaction. Therefore, from this, we infer that matter is neither gained nor lost during a chemical reaction. Activity 2. As shown in the diagram, take a solution of calcium chloride in a conical flask and a solution of sodium sulfate in a test tube. Tie a thread to the test tube and insert it in the conical flask. Seal the conical flask with an airtight rubber cork and weigh the conical flask using a balance. Now tilt the conical flask so that the solution in the test tube gets poured in the conical flask. Now weigh the conical flask again. We shall find that the weight of the conical flask before and after the reaction will be the same. Thus, the reaction follows law of conservation of matter. In the above activities, the mass of the original matter and the mass of the matter newly formed as a result of the chemical change are equal. In 1785, the French scientist Antoine Lavoisier inferred from his research that there is no rise or drop in the weight of the matter during a chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction, the total weight of the reactants is same as the total weight of the products formed due to the chemical reactions, and this is called the law of conservation of matter. Thank you.